All right, in this video, we're going over the two kettlebell swing. If you have not watched the two-handed swing video, the deadlift video actually, the deadlift video, the two-hand swing video, and the one-hand swing video, go watch those first. If you haven't gotten the one-handed swing down yet, don't fuck around with two kettlebell swing because you're doubling the fucking workload. That's why, for the demo purposes, you'll notice like, oh, he's using lighter weights. Yeah, because there's two of them, right? So the two kettlebell swing, super powerful for developing lower body and total body power. Important that you get it down and you understand it before you move into two kettlebell cleans, and definitely before two kettlebell snatches. It's great because it actually taxes your upper body a lot more than you would expect. You're basically doing the one-handed swing, but with two bells. So you get overload aspects of the two-handed swing of heavy weight, but you get the grip strength aspects of the one-handed swing because there's a bell in each hand, and you get, the total body effect of the swing. Having to keep everything tight in your upper back, getting your abs braced, all that kind of stuff. Lacking a little bit of the anti-rotation, but yeah, whatever. I've also found that two kettlebell swings kind of do a lot for, I feel like my arms, like my biceps, kind of get a little bit of a nice little pump from it. Grip strength and all that stuff is awesome. Upper back especially has to be engaged. All the principles of the two-handed swing apply, as well as all of the kind of arm principles of the one-handed swing, right? So we're taking all of that, fusing it together. With this, it's not something you do a lot of. You're not gonna see it in a lot of programs, simply because if you have two bells, if you could swing them, odds are you might as well just be doing cleans with them, or doing like half snatches, or long cycle, all that kind of stuff. But it's important that you understand the skill and you get a little bit of practice with it before you move on to those things. And if you use it right, it's actually super powerful. One of my favorite workouts is, half of it is two kettlebell swings. I'm using the same bells and then doing some overhead stuff. But neither here nor there. Two kettlebell swing. Very simple. This is gonna be a shorter video, thank God, because talking about swings all this much is like depressing. It's not really, I'm kidding. But so abs tight, right? Set up, say it with me. Set up as our first rep and our last rep. Again, you're geniuses. If you don't get that fucking joke, go back and watch the one hand swing video. Here we go. Sit back into that hinge. Now for this, I'm going A grip, right? I'm gonna hike those bells, and stand up into a proper swing. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind, because we have two bells, you do need to go wider with your stance. You'll see this in the front view, it's a lot more width that you need to accommodate. So in order to get your legs out of the way, you are gonna go a little bit wider. That doesn't mean doing a straddle stretch, right? We're practicing our splits. We're only going as much out as we need to accommodate the weight. And this is again why, like, you get into the heavier weights, at a certain point, it's just not feasible to go up anymore because you can't generate the same amount of power and accommodate the bells between you. So that being said, for this, you're gonna be able to see we're a little bit of a wider stance in that front view, but as you could tell from, the side view, all the principles are there. At the top, I'm engaged, right? I'm not letting this round everything forward. I'm bracing with the abs. I'm in that straight line, right? What you will find though with two kettlebell swings is kind of the asterisk of two kettlebell swings and like ultra heavy swings in general. You're gonna be able to two kettlebell swing a lot more cumulative weight than you're probably gonna feel comfortable with in definitely a one-handed swing, but even sometimes a two-handed swing, depending on the person. At a certain point, when that weight becomes a certain percentage of your body weight, in order for your body to stay in that locked in position of legs tight, abs tight, glutes flexed, we have neutral spine, all of this, it has to lean back some to counteract that. Now with these weights, you're not gonna see it because it's only about a third of my body weight cumulatively. But if I were to grab, say, double 48s, I might not be able to get the bell all the way up, right? But what matters is, am I getting full extension here? The bell might not come up to the shoulders, but if it gets up to belly button height, that's all we really need, as long as I'm hitting full extension. And in order to accommodate that, I might be leaning back. And pardon this back leg here, if I'm leaning back, but everything is locked in place, and then as those bells come down in the backswing, I'm getting a proper hinge, all the principles that we need for the swing are there, right? It's just that in order to, the visual aspect of it looks a little bit funkier than, what it is that we're used to seeing. So bear in mind with that. From the front, what this looks like is getting set up. Now you'll notice, again, a little bit of a wider stance than my normal swing because I got to accommodate the bells. Sitting back. Now you can hear the bells bouncing around, touching each other. That might happen. If you notice on that one, I'm going V grip on the way in, rotating into A grip at the top. For me, that helps with packing the back or the lats and everything at the top, getting that recruitment, being connected to the bells. And then on the way down, making sure that they're diving and guiding that thumb first towards the zipper. Mentally, that's what worked for me early on, and it's just stuck with me ever since. So that being said, that is the 2 kettlebell swing. Okay, now just for demo purposes, let's just see what happens if I grab these double 36s that I haven't swung in ever. See if we can illustrate a point here. Because this is the heaviest fucking double pair I got right now. I don't really want to do this. It's gonna fucking suck. All right. Foot. Should probably chalk up, but whatever. Mama didn't raise no bitch, as they say. See if we can bang out 3 of these, maybe 5. Nope. Yep. Yeah, so fuck it, we'll leave that in. You could see a little bit of slippage because my feet are sweaty in this fucking 100-degree garage. But that's 72 kilos, that's almost my body weight. Closer to my body weight than, what is it, 3/4 of my body weight almost? Yeah, actually, it is about 3/4 of my body weight. So that's a heavy fucking swing. You'll notice I'm not able to be perfectly vertical at the top. I had to lean back. But my legs were flexing, my abs were tight, and I wasn't letting my back round. That's the extreme illustration of what the 2 kettlebell swing can do. I do not recommend doing that. Don't jump from fucking 32 kilos to 72 kilos. Total weight, 16s to 36s is kind of fucking stupid. But to illustrate a point for you guys, now you can see that is what a heavy swing will look like. All of the mechanics of a good hinge and a strong lockout are present. It's just that the visual doesn't look anywhere near the same as when we have a normal swing, do a normal weight, all that kind of stuff. So that being said, that is the end of the 2 kettlebell swing video, and we'll catch you on the next one.